Welcome students. Now let's continuing with the P block element chapter, that is the chapter number 7 of yours. In the previous classes I have discussed with you about the different physical and atomic properties of the group 15 elements, and we have discussed different types of properties related to the oxidation state also. Now moving further in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the chemical properties. Okay, chemical properties, and in these chemical properties we are going to see what are the different trends we can see in the chemical reactivity and chemical properties of different elements which are present in the group 15 elements. So let's start and have the chemical properties for the group 15 elements. Chemical properties of group 15 elements. So for the chemical properties of the group 15 elements, let's start with the nitrogen. So as like other groups, okay, as like other members of the groups, nitrogen differs from the rest of the members, and this thing has been seen in the different other chemistry of the different groups also. In the case of first group, that is the alkali metal group, there the lithium's nature was different as comparison to that of the elements which are present below. Same like in the group number 2, where the beryllium was having different nature as compared different properties as comparison to that of the elements present below in the group. Okay, like that only the nitrogen here differs from the rest of the member of the family. Okay, and what are the difference which we can see here? Nitrogen differs from rest of the member of the group, differs from the rest of members of the group due to what is the reason? What is the reason due to which it is been differing out there? So the reasons are: number one, smaller size; number two, high electronegativity; high electronegativity; number three, high ionization enthalpy; high ionization enthalpy; number four, non-availability of d orbital; non-availability of d orbital. Okay, these are some of the reason why we will see that there is a difference in the chemical properties as comparison to that of the other group members of the group 15 elements, with that when compared to that of the nitrogen there. Okay, the reasons is been listed out here: smaller size, highly electronegativity, high ionization enthalpy, and non-availability of the d orbital there in the valence shell. Okay, moving further, let's see out the chemical properties for nitrogen only. So nitrogen has a unique tendency. Nitrogen has a very unique tendency to form pi-pi bond. Okay, to form pi-pi bond, multiple bonds here with itself, and also with other elements, and also with other elements, having small size and high electronegativity, having small size and high electronegativity. Okay, so Some of the examples for such elements are carbon and oxygen. Okay, it can easily form the pi bond with the carbon and oxygen, and also it can form pi multiple bonds with other nitrogen atoms also. Okay, one nitrogen atom can form pi multiple bond with the other nitrogen atom also. Okay. However, the heavier elements cannot form the pi multiple bond with the nitrogen atoms. Okay, because the atomic orbitals are so large, they cannot have effective overlapping of the pi electrons there. Okay. This difference between the nitrogen and other members of the group results into an anomalous property. Okay, this particular property of nitrogen, this property of nitrogen is termed as of nitrogen is termed as anomalous property. It has been termed as anomalous property. Okay, we call it as anomalous property. And some of more anomalous properties we are going to discuss here. So the first anomalous property here which we are going to discuss here is nitrogen. It is a colorless gas. Nitrogen is a colorless gas. Okay, it is a colorless gas and exist in diatomic molecule and exist in diatomic molecule. The two nitrogen atoms are held together by triple bond there. Okay, the two nitrogens are held together by triple bond there. Okay, means pi bonds are formed out there between two nitrogen atoms. Okay, and they have a very high bond enthalpy and have very high bond enthalpy of 941.4 kilojoule per mole. Okay, this is the value of bond enthalpy for the bond which is formed between nitrogen and nitrogen. Okay, so how the nitrogen is forming triple bond? So here the the Lewis dot structure for nitrogen is something like this: one lone pair and two lone pair of electrons and one non-paired electron. Okay, so here triple bond will be formed out here, so it will form out n 1 2 3 and with one lone pair. Okay, so this is the formation of triple bond here between two nitrogen atoms. Due to presence of this triple bond, due to presence of triple bond which has high bond enthalpy, very high bond enthalpy. Okay, it is having very high bond enthalpy. The nitrogen molecule is inert. Okay, we will see that the nitrogen molecules, they act as inert gases only. Okay, they are inert and have very low reactivity. Have low reactivity. The low reactivity of nitrogen here is due to the presence of high bond enthalpy. Okay. Moving further here, this formation, the property of forming the multiple pi bonds, it is only limited to nitrogen only. In the group, it is only limited to nitrogen only, while phosphorus forms P single bond P, arsenic forms As single bond As, and antimony forms Sb single bond Sb. Okay, and we if we are comparing the phosphorus here, okay, so the phosphorus, arsenic and antimony can have different allotropes here, while nitrogen does not have any allotrope here, okay, while the phosphorus, arsenic and antimony have different allotropes here. The first allotrope of the phosphorus can be a tetrahedral phosphorus, okay, a tetrahedral shaped phosphorus where three phosphorus are connected like this in the below, and each phosphorus is connected to a fourth phosphorus like this, okay. Here the angle which has been formed here is, it is 60 degree, and the bond length is 221 picometer, okay. This molecule is termed as P4 molecule. P4 molecule. Also, one important thing to be discussed out here is that the P single bond P, okay, the P single bond P is stronger than N single bond N. The reason is inter inter electronic repulsion, okay, inter electronic repulsion between the non-bonding electrons in case of nitrogen, okay, between the electronic repulsion between the non-bonding electrons in case of nitrogen, okay. Here we will see that the nitrogen, single bond nitrogen is very very weak, okay, and the bond length of nitrogen, single bond nitrogen is only 109 picometer, which is very very smaller. And due to this reason we will see that nitrogen is a gaseous, nitrogen, dinitrogen, or the diatomic of nitrogen is gas, while the phosphorus are solids, okay, they are solids. Here due to single, we know that the second property which can be discussed out here is, since P single bond P is much weaker than, it is very much weaker than N triple bond N, okay, therefore phosphorus is more reactive. We will see that phosphorus is more reactive, while the N triple bond N is inert, okay, it is having inert nature, okay, so reactive. And the white phosphorus, the white phosphorus is more reactive allotrope, is more reactive allotrope, is more reactive allotrope, while red phosphorus, red phosphorus reacts on heating, okay, red phosphorus reacts on heating. So these are some of the properties for single bond for nitrogen, triple bond for nitrogen, and single bond for phosphorus. And the reactivity of other elements will start to decrease, okay. Here we will see that the reactivity decreases from antimony, sorry, from arsenic to bismuth. We will see that the reactivity is decreasing out there, okay, while the phosphorus is one of the most reactive elements, then we will see that arsenics and bismuth and antimony's reactivity will be very low there, okay. Arsenic and antimony both can occur in two forms, okay, both can occur in two forms. Arsenic and antimony both can occur in two forms. The most reactive form of arsenic is the yellow form, okay, it is the yellow form of arsenic, which is having a M4 tetrahedral structure. It is having a M4 tetrahedral structure, okay. And while in case of the arsenic, we will see that it gets tarnishes. Okay, it gets tarnishes in moist air. It gets tarnished means the color of the arsenic will start to change out there. Okay, tarnished with moist air. In dry air it is inert. Okay, it is having no reaction, but in moist air you will see that it start to tarnish to bronze. Okay, it starts to tarnish to bronze, and then a black coating appears, and then a black color coating will be appeared out due to the corrosion. Okay, due to the corrosion there, the color will be changed out there. While antimony is less reactive. Okay, antimony is less reactive and is stable towards water and at room air temperature. It is very much less reactive. While the yellow arsenic is reactive, we will see that it is very much less reactive, and it does not react with water also, not with air and also not with water. On heating in air, when we heat antimony, we will see that it forms oxides such as Sb4O6, Sb4O8, and Sb4O10. And while in case of bismuth, on heating, we will see that it forms Bi2O3, bismuth oxide. Okay, so this is the particular thing which we are going to see here. This is the particular nature of different chemical natures of the nitrogen, phosphorus, antimony, arsenic, and bismuth. Let's move toward the next topic of in this chapter, that is the reactivity of group 15 elements towards the hydrogen. Reactivity of group 15 elements towards hydrogen. How they are behaving and how they are having reaction with hydrogens. Let's have a look on this. So group 15 elements, they form gaseous trihydrides. Okay, they form gaseous trihydrides of formula EH3, where E can be nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, or bismuth. Okay, such as the compounds which can be found out here, it can be NH3, ammonia, PS3, phosphine, ammonia, phosphine, arsine, stibine, and bismuthine. Bismuthine. Okay, these are some of the hydrides which can be formed by group 15 elements when they are reacted with the hydrogen. The lighter elements also formed hydrides of formula M2H4. Okay, lighter elements can also form hydrides of formula M2H4. Okay, so here the lighter elements are such as nitrogen. Nitrogen can form N2H4. Okay, which is known as hydrazine. Hydrazine. Okay, next P2H5H4, diphosphine. Diphosphine. And arsenic can also form As2H4, which is diarsine. Diarsine. Okay, nitrogen also forms a special hydride. Nitrogen forms a special hydride a special hydride of formula HN3, okay, of formula HN3, called hydrogen hydrogen azide or hydrazoic acid, hydrazoic acid, okay, hydrazine azide or hydrazoic acid, okay. Now let's see how we can form preparation, how we can prepare different binary metal of the hydride compounds here by using the group 15 elements. Preparation by hydrolysis of binary metal compounds. Okay, by using the hydrolysis method of the binary metal compounds, how we can prepare the different group 15 elements hydrides. Okay, so first here we are going to see Mg3N2, magnesium nitride. Okay, magnesium nitride. When it is hydrolyzed, यानी H2O से react होता है. Okay, when it is react with water there, then 3 MgOH twice magnesium hydroxide plus 2NH3, that is ammonia, will be found out. So here ammonia has been found. Okay. Similarly, if we are taking calcium nitride also, okay, in the place of magnesium nitride, you can also take calcium nitride. The same reaction will be seen out here. Okay, same ammonia will be found out there. Okay, but here the in the place of magnesium hydroxide, we will form calcium hydroxide. Next, for making phosphine Ca3P2, when it is undergoing hydrolysis, then sorry, one calcium phosphine molecule gets reacted with 6 water molecules to form 3 calcium hydroxide plus 2 phosphine 2 phosphine molecules will be found out here. Also zinc arsenide, okay, zinc arsenide when reacted with 6 molecule, when reacted with HCl, okay, zinc arsenide. Here on reacting it with hydrogen chloride, we will find that 3ZnCl2 is been formed out, and arsine will be formed out here. Arsine will be formed out. Also for bismuth, magnesium bismuthide is reacted with hydrochloric acid, then MgCl2, 3 MgCl2 plus bismuthine will be formed out here. 2 molecules of bismuthine will be formed out here. Okay, so these are the preparation method for the different hydrides of group 15 elements by using the hydrolysis of binary metal compounds. Okay, by using the hydrolysis of binary metal compounds. The second preparation method is by preparation by reduction of trichloride. Reduction of trichlorides of group 15 elements. Okay, so here the general equation, okay, the trichloride of these elements, okay, group 15 elements except bismuth can give the hydride compounds on hydrogenation or reduction with zinc acid or lithium aluminium hydride. Okay, means one of the two best hydro reduction agents are taken out here, zinc or acid or lithium aluminium hydride here. Okay, then they will get reduced out to hydrides. So the general formula is E Cl3 plus let's say we are taking here the reduction agent, that is lithium aluminium hydride, then here hydride will be formed out, group 15 elements hydride, 3 LiCl plus 3 AlH3 will be formed out here, where E can be nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic or antimony, but bismuth will not have any reaction with this type of element. The structure of all these hydrides which are formed out here, they all are having covalent nature. Okay, they are having covalent nature and they are having pyramidal structure here. For example, if I am taking the structure for NH3, so here the structure will be like this, and a lone pair will be formed out. Okay, it is having a pyramidal structure like this. Okay, also the phosphine structure can be H H H and a lone pair of phosphine phosphorus. Okay, so these are some of the things which we can see here, but here one thing is noticeable, that the bond angle for the ammonia, it will be 107.8 degree, while in case of phosphine it is very small, that is 93.6 degree. The reason is there, the reason is that here the repulsion here is more. Okay, we will see that the repulsion here is more, while in case of phosphine the repulsion here is very less. Okay, here the repulsion is very less, and the reason here is that due to presence of high electronegativity. Okay, due to presence of high electronegativity in the nitrogen, what happens there, the NH3 is close to N and NH bonds than the other bond pair in the pH. Okay, here you will see that the in NH3 the NH bonds are more closer, and due to this reason there is more repulsion there between the bond pairs here, and due to this reason what happens, the bond angle there increases there. Okay, it becomes to 107.8 degrees Celsius, while in case of phosphine you will see that the bond angle, the distance between the pH, it is more, and it is having lower electronegativity, due to which reason the bond pair repulsion is low, and there they will be having very low angle there, which is of 93.6 degree. Okay, now what are some of the characteristics of hydrides which are formed by your uh, group 15 elements? Okay, the characteristics of characteristics of hydrides formed by group 15 elements. Okay, so what are the characteristics? Number one, basic strength. The basic strength, their basic strength, how they are behaving, and what are their basic strengths. All these hydrides have one lone pair as electron on their central atom. Okay, it is been proved from the structure that they are all are having one lone pair in their central atom. Therefore, they act as Lewis base. Okay, we can term them as Lewis base. All hydrides which are formed by the group 15 elements, they all are Lewis base. They can donate an electron pair to electron deficient species. Okay, to the electron deficient species, and hence they are termed as Lewis base there. As we go down in the group, we will see that the basic character is decreasing out. As we are going down in the group, we will see that the basicity, the basic nature is decreasing. The basic nature is decreasing out. Okay, we will see that the basic nature is decreasing out there. Okay, for example, NH3 is more basic, while PS3 is weakly basic. ASH3, okay, NH3 is highly basic, while PS3 is weak basic. And we will see that ASH3, SBH3 and BIH3, they are very weak basic. Okay, they are very weak basic, while NH3 is highly basic, highly basic. PS3 is weakly basic, they are very low basic, very weakly basic. Okay, the basicity, the basic nature is decreasing out as we are going down in the group, and the hydrides are having lower basic nature there. What is the reason behind that? The reason is that the nitrogen atom has the smallest size among the hydrides which are found by other elements present in the group 15. Therefore, the lone pair is concentrated on all the small regions. Okay, here we can see that the lone pair is having very small space between them, and due to this reason, the electron density here it is maximum. Consequently, it what will happen? Here we are saying that the nitrogen is very small, and due to this reason, the bonds which are formed out here, okay, the pair bond, the lone bond paired bonds which are formed out here, it will be having very concentrated structure here. Okay, all the electrons will be very much concentrated near to that of the atom of the nitrogen. Consequently, what will happen? It electrons releasing tendency is maximum. Okay, here the electron releasing, this electron removal tendency will be higher here. We will see that it will easily remove the electron from there, and as the size of the central atom increases down the family, we will see that this electron releasing property is decreasing due to increasing in the size of the atom there. As a result, we will see that the basicity is decreasing down in the group. While the nitrogen is highly basic, we will see that the phosphorus and other hydrides which are formed by the group 15 elements, they are very weakly basic. Second property which we are going to discuss here is the thermal stability. Thermal stability. Thermal stability of group 15 elements. Okay, thermal stability of group 15 elements, of the hydrides of the group 15 elements, decreases as we grow down in the group. Okay, as we will grow down in the group, the thermal stability will be decreased out here with the increasing in the size also, and with going down in the group, the thermal stability is decreasing out. Okay, the explanation is that the reason is that it is due to the fact that the size of the atom is increasing, of the central atom, and due to this reason the tendency to form stable covalent bond with the small hydrogen, which is a very small atom. Okay, hydrogen which is a very small atom, it is also decreasing out there. As a result, MH bond strength decreases, and therefore the thermal stability also decreases. We will see that nitrogen sorry, ammonia is very highly stable on heating, while we will see that the phosphine, arsine, stibine and bismuthine, these are very low, unstable towards the thermal or heating. Okay, next is the reducing character. Reducing character. The reducing character, the reducing character of hydride of group 15 elements, hydrides of group 15 elements increases from ammonia to bismuthite. Okay, ammonia to bismuthite, it will be increasing out there. Okay, the increasing order is placed something like this: NH3, PS3, arsine, stibine and bismuthine. Okay, this will be the increasing order for the reducing character. The reason why they are having more reducing character, the reducing character depends upon the stability of the hydrides here. Okay, the more the stable, the more the stable, the lesser the reducing character will be there. And we know that bismuthide, bismuthine, antimony, stibine and arsine, they are very much less stable hydrides. Okay, so if they are less stable hydrides, it means their reducing character will be higher. Okay, so we can take an example here that if we are heating copper oxide with NH3, ammonia. Okay, if we are heating copper oxide with ammonia, then what will happen here? 3 copper plus N2 and H2O will be formed out. Okay, so very high temperature, at very high temperature we can see that the nitrogen can also have sorry, ammonia can also have a good reducing character. but at lower temperature it is very bad. Okay, they does not the ammonia cannot show or the phosphines cannot show the reducing character, while the lower elements, the lower compounds such as arsine, stibine and bismuthine, they all are having very good reducing character, and they can easily remove the hydrogen there and help in reducing the elements which are present, which are reacted with them. Okay, next is the boiling and melting point of hydrides. Boiling and melting points of hydrides. So the boiling and melting point of hydride here is given by this table. Stibine SbS3 and bismuthine BiH3. Here boiling point and melting point, both are given in Kelvin. 238.5, 195.2, 185.5, 139.5, 210.6, 156.7, 254.6, and here 185.0. 290, and here no value is present. Okay, here we will see that the abnormal high boiling point of ammonia. Okay, here we will see that ammonia is having very high boiling point as comparison to that of phosphine and arsine here. What is the reason behind this? The reason behind is that they are forming hydrogen bond. Okay, ammonia is having hydrogen bonding. Okay, ammonia is possessing hydrogen bonding, due to which what will happen, it will be having very high boiling point. Okay, but the melting point is also higher for ammonia, because due to presence of this hydrogen bonding only. Okay, next, the next property which we are going to talk about here, about the hydrides of the group 15 element, is the solubility. So ammonia is soluble. Okay, ammonia is soluble with water, while phosphine and other, okay, ammonia can be dissolved in water. They are soluble in water. But phosphine and other hydrides do not form hydrogen bond with water, and therefore we will see that ammonia is soluble in water, while PS3 and all other are not soluble in water. Other hydride compounds are not soluble in water. Okay. So these were some of the properties of the hydrides which are formed by the group 15 elements here. We will have discussion about the element which about the reaction of group 15 elements with oxygen in the next class. Okay, and we will discuss about all the different properties which has been possessed by them. So for today we are ending our class here only, and we will meet in the next class. Thank you.